People who don't have hobbies outside their work, they're so much focused on work that they screw up their life and the life of people around them.
So nice, so invigorating to be walking under these canopy of trees. When you're in the forest, there's a different feeling altogether. Open my visor and breathe in the fresh air. Ele Hole, that's where we are. Proper coffee country. Oh, this is like off-roading. Oh boy. There we are, the beautiful same cup of coffee that you have at home too. I enjoy my morning cup of coffee at home, but just the change in setting, change in atmosphere makes such a huge difference. And I think we all need this once in a while to recharge. Break away from the routine, whatever, wherever, as small a place even as possible. Morning, Joe.
Morning, mate. Good morning. Good morning.
Slept well?
Yeah, man. What a sleep I had after a long time.
Yeah?
I don't know, overnight I sleep, man.
Yeah?
Because it's very different from your usual.
You're with good people, that's why.
You're surrounded by work things, there's something other. Your mind is always super active.
Exactly.
Here you are just letting loose, yeah. And my son also asked, Papa, the day before also, Papa, are you excited for the ride? I don't get it until I
see the bike and there's no air and all that. Then he's excited. no air.
People who don't have hobbies outside their work, they're so much focused on work that they screw up their life and the life of people around them.
should be good. Actually, this tour is also nice.
Yeah, all is.
Breathing in some of the fresh air out here. So nice, so invigorating to be walking under these canopy of trees. This is my 4th visit here, but each time I come here I always have a great time. So the plan is to now have a quick breakfast and then ride out. Ride out about, I think, roughly an hour and a half or so one way. Spend some time there and then return. So the plan is to ride to this place called Sunset Point here in Chikmagalur. 51 minutes, 27 kilometers. The bikes are ready, they're lined up there. Looking forward to this ride. So that's of course Charles Baptist. You've seen him in my previous vlogs. He's the owner of the Vintage, a place that I now have called home. At least this is my 4th visit.
Yeah, it's your 4th visit.
4th visit in 2 years. So that tells you how much I like this place. And just the atmosphere, the vibe, the place where we stay, and I think most of all his hospitality.
Thank you, sir.
So it should be a nice 1 hour ride there and a 1 hour ride back, and maybe some time out there. Well, the cavalry rolls out just past 10 o'clock. I like this easy, chilled out riding, no pressures, no having to get out early. Because when you're riding in the city, if you don't get out early, you will get that traffic. Whereas here, it shouldn't be that bad. I just filled some gas and we're off to Mallandru. It's called Sunset Point. So I guess ideally you got to be there in the evening, but nonetheless, for us it's more about the getting the ride. 311 kilometers and I filled about 14 liters. So that's roughly what, 22 kilometers to a liter that I got. Beautiful day out here in Chikmagalur. It's a bit humid, but when you're on the motorcycle and moving, it's nice and breezy. I think we cut through town before we find our way through coffee country. I did an entire season on Chikmagalur, and I had covered this Hotel Soundarya. Nice breakfast, very traditional South Canara style of breakfast. So this is IG Road. When it comes to Chikmagalur, there are two roads, IG Road and MG Road, and Indira Gandhi Road and Mahatma Gandhi Road. So this is where all business, all trading, spices, coffee, restaurants, all of that, lodges, all of that happens. This is Chikmagalur downtown, in a manner of speaking. And the hills that you see in the distance, I don't know if the GoPro can register that, but that's the Mallandru peak, which I think is the highest peak in South India, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. We take a left here. Today is a Saturday, so it's also when the tourists come in, and that's why I guess it's a little more crowded. Thankfully we're out of the city traffic and in coffee country now. Wide open roads. Out here you'll see a lot of the coffee estate homestays, because this is all the coffee estate. So where we are staying, the vintage is more in Chikmagalur. It's like Chikmagalur rural, so it's like in the very close to the town, not even 15 minutes, whereas this is more on the outskirts. Just looking with the boys in the camera in the rear view. When you're in the forest, there's a different feeling altogether. Open my visor and breathe in the fresh air. It's always fun to ride on these twisties. It tests your skill as a motorcyclist. Gear control for the most part. Just tap on the rear brake each time you need to slow down on these curves. Sometimes we feel that okay, you should have like a home somewhere in the mountains like this, and then you realize, oh god, the challenges that must come with trying to maintain a property here. And you're like, okay fine, you're better off seeking out friends like Charles who have these amazing homestays for you to come and feel like you're a part of it, even albeit for a few days. Deeper into the hills, and therefore the roads get narrower. All these estates are very nice to look at, but there's so much of effort that goes into its upkeep, and especially now with labor being such a huge problem, it takes a lot of pain, a lot of work, a lot of effort to just take routine care of these estates. Even it's as difficult as that. This is where I miss my horn a bit. The fact that I don't have a horn, and at some of these blind spots, it helps to toot to make some noise. Although I'm sure the rumble of the Harley, the Fat Boy, is loud enough, but I think you need something a little high pitched. Always stick to the outer line as you approach these curves, because when you're on the outer line you can see furthest in terms of what's coming up ahead, whereas in the center you won't see as much, but when you're on the periphery, on the perimeter, you'll see a lot more. LA Hole, that's where we are. Proper coffee country. Enjoying this technical ride. On the highways you're just cruising straight, but here you are like really exercising your skill as a motorcyclist. Different shades of green. Can you see that? Dark, light green, yellowish green, and then of course punctuated by the browns of the forest, the earthy browns of the forest. Some counterbalancing here. When you see some of the life that people lead in these areas, the fact that they have to also gather some firewood to subsidize their fuel or maybe keep their homes warm, when you see all that, you just realize how comfortable, cushy lives we lead in the city. Not a patch on the hardships that these folks have to face, and then we complain about our own hardships. Well, to each his own, but sometimes when you look at this, then you're like, you really feel blessed. I'm sure that even in their day-to-day struggles, there is happiness, there is satisfaction and all of that. But there is so much of hard work that's involved, the physicality of the work that's involved. I saw the goats and I remembered some biryani. We have biryani for lunch today. The Chikmagalur Donne biryani, and that is at a place called Donne Biryani on MG Road, Chikmagalur. The last time I went there and I tasted it, and I wanted the boys to taste it, so I requested for Charles to organize some. So he's organized some for lunch. So after this ride, there is the promise of some Donne biryani, Chikmagaluru style. Good Earth Homestay in a coffee estate. So coffee estate homestays have their own charm, and I've stayed in a couple earlier. Then this is the estate coffee shop where we will stop for a cup of coffee on our way back. That way. Just missed a turn. Happens to the best of us when you miss a turn. Well, some off-roading that's happening here with the fat boy. Oh, this is like off-roading. Oh boy. There we are, the beautiful view. Wow. Wow, this is so amazing. I gotta pick a line here. I gotta pick a line that the fat boy can do. Oh, this is Mallandru Sunset Point. Wow. Awesome. Just look at this. This is what it's all about. Mallandru Sunset Point. Wow. This is just so amazing.
What a place!
Awesome. Surreal. Joe, how's the spot?
Can't be better.
Yeah. This is the pot of gold at the end of this Chikmagalur ride rainbow. The fact that you can be in a space like this, 25 odd kilometers from Chikmagalur town, this is the view that we have. Amazing. And look at the motorcycles there. Huh? Can get better. Come to a place like this, just blows you away, right?
Yeah.
So Ganesh, of course, has his drone that's up in the air there. Maybe we'll borrow some footage from him.
Sure.
If he, with due courtesy to Ganesh Radhakrishnan.
Most welcome, sir.
Thank you. I think we must run about 280 kilometers thus far and another 280 kilometers by the time we get back. But just this one spot that we've spent 20-30 minutes taking in these vistas, that's what's worth it. And there's the fat boy standing majestically against this backdrop. Well, that was a fantastic stop. Mallandru Sunset Point. I'm sure if you come here early in the morning or even in the evening, it'll be fantastic. You will see the sun set somewhere over the horizon there, between the mountains. I don't know if that's Mulangiri Peak, I'm not sure, but should be. Seems to be the tallest mountain around. A bit of off-roading to cross this. Easy peasy. And now we're gonna just head out to the estate cafe and stop there for a cup of coffee. Beautiful morning, very different ride. I'm so happy that we made it here. So goodbye Mallandru, the highlight of our Chikmagalur weekend. Well, here we are at the estate. Just park somewhere here.
Kaptan, awesome place, yeah.
Awesome place.
Two lime sodas, sweet and salt, and two lime sodas sweet, and one black coffee.
Yeah. So this is part of an estate here. And on the fringe of the estate there is this picturesque cafe. Well, head back to the vintage where we have some biryani waiting for us. The location was the best, to the sunset point. I'm going to place a link to that point in the description below. So if you are in Chikmagalur, do check it out. So I think that's it for this particular vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, do consider subscribing. Out here we post vlogs on food, travel, motorcycling, and basically some of my life's adventures. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.